Jared Goff signs the largest contract in Lions history, 170 guaranteed, 210 million or 212, 210, 212. What? Who gives a fuck? Yeah, but he does. I would too, but I'm just saying.
2 million. 212.
170 guaranteed. If you do it right, you never have to worry about that 2 million. But he's locked in for the rest of that duration in there. Again, this is another guy, man, that I'm going to take heat from all the Detroit fans, but I wouldn't pay that dude nothing close to it. But that's the market. It is what it is. There's no sense in arguing it.
Stop counting the man's pocket, JB. You gotta stop doing that. The man earned that. He earned what the market.
I'm not counting nobody's pockets. I'm telling you what y'all are doing to this league. You're making it shitty. You can say what you want.
This is what it's always been. The market has changed. Don't let the numbers scare you, JB. The market is the market. That's what it is.
I don't care about the numbers. I care about the league being mid.
Jared Goff is he's a good ass quarterback, man. Took Detroit further than I think they've been ever. We're in a very, very, very long time, further than Matthew Stafford ever took them. Respectfully, further than Matthew Stafford ever took them. Respectfully, this guy has done a lot, man. We don't give Jared Goff a lot of respect, and I get he's not a superstar. He's not in the top tier. We understand all that, but man can throw the ball, and literally, if his receivers just don't drop a fucking few easy ass passes, they beat the Niners. Like the game, they win that game.
You gotta stop talking so ignorantly, dog. I know
you're not ignorantly. I
know you're not comparing him to fucking Stafford, homie.
Nobody's doing that.
And I know you're not comparing this Lion team to Stafford's Lion team. See, that's ignorant. That's
all
ignorant,
I said was the facts.
No,
you getting emotional right now. You're getting emotional right now. All I said is he took this Detroit team further than Stafford ever did, which is a literal fact. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say better than Stafford. I didn't say none of that. You getting emotional, homeboy.
Statement.
You getting emotional, homeboy.
Not really, homeboy.
You a Stafford fan.
So you're telling me that Stafford left that shithole and won a Super Bowl, and you're putting this guy over him?
Did I say that? Did I?
You specifically
tell me right now, chat. Did I just come out here and say, hey, guys, Jared Goff is better than Matthew Stafford? Did I say that? No, I literally said.
Why would you compare them? Why'd you compare him then?
Because Matthew Stafford was the last quarterback prior to him winning.
Don't compare him, homie.
He was there for 10 fucking years. He was there for almost a decade. He was there for like a decade, and then they didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. All I'm saying, Jared Goff gets there and takes him further than ever been.
That was the worst comparison ever.
No, that's your opinion. It ain't my opinion. I'm going to compare him to the last quarterback that was there.
Lions further than the worst team in the NFL.
Matthew Stafford was there for a decade, and he didn't do nothing. I'm sorry. I know how talented he is, but wins got to matter. Wins have to matter at some point.
So when they traded
Goff, Jared Goff took them further than Matthew Stafford ever took. That's a fact. How are we arguing the facts? That don't make sense.
No, you know what the facts are?
What's the facts?
This guy was shitty in LA. He lost the Super Bowl. We traded him, and the very next year we won a Super Bowl with your Detroit quarterback.
So you want to use that same argument? You want to use that same? No, you want to use the same argument? You think the team that Matthew Stafford had was the exact same team that fucking Jared Goff had? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. They brought on more talent. And you know they fucking did. They went all the way in. They brought in OBJ, who was fucking balling out that year. They brought on more weapons, more guys on defense. Stop it. So don't use that same weak-ass argument when I'm talking about the Lions, but now use the same thing for the Rams. So don't do that.
You're saying that this Rams team was this far apart when Stafford came, but you're saying this Lions team was the same as Stafford was on it?
I'm not saying that. I never said – You're making up shit that in your head.
No, I'm going up what
your brain works. It's crazy how your brain works.
You said, dog.
It's crazy how your brain works. It's insane to me. It makes zero sense.
It was a dumb comparison.
I think your brain's not comprehending what I'm saying.
No, it is. You
make that make sense.
You should have never said, well, he took Stafford further. That's not even
he literally took the line further than Matthew Stafford did. Why is that making you so emotional? I didn't say he's a better quarterback. I didn't say he's better than this. He literally did that. There's no argument to it. That's a literal fact. That's literally what happened. Why are you being emotional? I didn't say nothing about it being better.
You're not emotional. You're defending the guy for getting paid. I'm telling you why he shouldn't get paid, and you compare him to Stafford, who won a Super Bowl. That's why
he should get paid because he wins games.
You can't argue the facts of it.
Jared Goff took the Rams to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they lost, but he got there. And then he went to the NFC Championship. So let's not act like Jared Goff is some shitty ass quarterback that don't win games. The motherfucker wins games. And he don't need Shaun McVay to win games, apparently, because he did it again in Detroit. So obviously he knows how to win. He's not better than Matthew Stafford. I would never say that.
He don't win the game.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, most of the quarterbacks in the league ain't won the game.
What game has he won?
Most of the quarterbacks in the NFL haven't won the game.
The argument is $212 million. All I was starting to show off with was saying, this motherfucker, I would not pay him, but I know the
You ain't paying nobody, though.
But I said I know the marketplace, did I not? And then you tell, well, he's taking the Lions further than Stafford. Come on, dog. It's fucking way different teams, way different era, way different league. Those two should never be compared. The other one left and won a Super Bowl. What's this guy won?
He had a super loaded team with the Rams. You better win Super Bowl with that team.
It was the same team Goff lost with.
Super loaded team.
Same team Goff lost with.
Stop. They added more pieces. Stop.
Who they
added more pieces. Go look it up. The Rams are your team. The Rams are your team. The Rams are your team. Go look it up. Go look it up, homie. At the end of the day, my argument is not saying he's better than Matthew Stafford. Again, I'm going to make that very clear. I never once said that. All I'm saying is Jared Goff deserves this contract. One, because the market says so. Number two, because he took the Detroit Lions further than they've been since I've been alive. So I don't know what they did before I was alive, before 94, but the furthest they've been since I've been alive. Detroit Lions have been a shit show my entire life. No respect, even when Matthew Stafford was there. No respect at all. They had Calvin Johnson, they didn't do shit. Barry Sanders was there, they didn't do shit. Jared Goff gets there. Of course, other pieces as well. Of course, it's a football team. It's not one player, but the quarterback is the most important player. And he takes to an NFC championship. And if literally these receivers don't drop Reynolds and these cats, they're dropping like easy, wide open, right in their fucking chest. I watched the game. I assume you watched it. It was simple fucking drops that lost that game. Otherwise, they beat the Niners and they're in the Super Bowl again. So all I'm saying is we gotta put respect on Jared Goff's name. He ain't the top tier. He's not better than Aaron Rodgers. He's not better than Matthew Stafford. He's not better. I'm not saying none of that. But he's a really good ass NFL quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
You know who the number one seed in the West is in the NBA this year? Who's the one seed in the NBA?
Okay. In the West? Okay, see.
The Thunder. I ain't never seen that either. Who gives a fuck, homie? It's a new era.
That's a horrible. That was horrible.
No, OKC's the number one seed. Yay!
OKC was in the NBA Finals. What the fuck are you talking about? We've seen that within the last decade. They're in the NBA Finals. And we see them in the playoffs all the time. That was horrible. You talk about a dumb comparison? That was a dumbass comparison. I had to add
that. They're the one seed. So
dumbass
what? First time we've seen something.
Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
So what if they're the ones? So what if we haven't seen the Lions in your era? Motherfucker, I saw Barry Sanders in the playoffs in Detroit. You're younger than me. It is what it is. I haven't seen OKC the one seed. Who cares? It don't matter nothing. Who gives a fuck about what you've seen now? The bottom line is you're talking about a team that was horrible versus a team now that's actually competent. I don't get it.
A large part of why they're competent is the quarterback too.